inches away. Alright, just gotta see if this thing's working. Alright, so this is pretty much the only bouldering gym in Chattanooga. What was your vision? Why did you bring this here?
Well, the real reason I came here was because of Chattanooga. I love the area, the mountains, the scenic beauty of it. So that's really why we came here. We like the terrain. There's a lot of rock climbing, a lot of bouldering, all within minutes of the city. So that's the biggest reason. But besides that, Chattanooga has a great climbing community, and it's been always fragmented. You know that Rob Robinson was here, and he established the area as an international location and destination. And since then, there's been Eddie Whittemore, Travis Eisman, Chris Chestnut. All these guys developed the area, but Ben Ditto, I already mentioned Eddie Whittemore. These guys have been climbing around the area for quite some time, and they pushed the levels, but there was really hardly anybody else following them. And a lot of them either burnt out, moved on to other cities with a more motivated climbing group. So we thought it was necessary for more people to be pushing the envelope and pushing the limits. So one of the best ways that we found for that to happen was for people to train specifically for climbing. And we found that a lot of people that were out at these areas weren't doing that. And when they saw us getting on these routes and repeating a lot of these hard and difficult routes and boulder problems, they naturally thought that we had some special gift, but in reality all we had was a bouldering gym, and that made all the difference. So in order to get a more active climbing group in Chattanooga and a more cohesive climbing community, we felt like there needed to be a central area, and this was it, the bouldering gym.
Who all do you think this is open to? Is this for anybody, or is this going to end up being just kind of a select group of climbers in the area?
No, it's for everybody.
If someone wanted to get started, what do you think they need to bring here? What would be good for them to start out with, equipment-wise or workout-wise or whatever?
They don't need to just bring their body. We got climbing shoes here that are available. If they want climbing shoes that fit perfectly on them, they could go to Rock Creek and purchase them, and that's really all they need. There's enough chalk around here and chalk bags. If they really want to come with a complete package, the climbing shoes and a chalk bag is all you need, and a lot of motivation. A lot of people may say that this being a bouldering gym, it's more focused on difficult movement and that it possibly wouldn't cater to beginners, but I beg to differ. I think they need to accept the challenge that climbing, it's inherently difficult, and the whole idea is to push the limit of what you thought was possible, what you thought you could do. So if you come in here and you just have the heart and want to put the effort to it, you can develop your strengths and develop weaknesses and be able to do some of these difficult things that we're doing here. So.
Just what they need to know, how much is it going to be, and what days, and what's the address for them?
Well, the whole point was to be able to have a boulder field in town and have it accessible, where you can take a lunch break or sometime before class or after school, before you do your homework or before you cook dinner, have a place to go that's convenient near town. So we want to make it available to you, have access all day long. So what we're doing is it's open from 9 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at night, and we're trying to have it 7 days a week. That schedule is very tentative, and it can change, but my number is available for those that have extreme schedules, so that way it'll be available to them. As well, any rainy day in town, it's definitely rainy or cold or wet, it's going to be open to them, so we'll be in here, that's for sure.
Right. Rates again, are you having people pay 3 months in advance, or can people pay monthly, or how is that going to work?
The fees are $6 for a daily visit, $30 for a month, $75 for 3 months, and $275 for a year. And pretty soon I'm considering doing the 7-day pass. And if I go forward with that, it's going to be like a punch card with 7 visits available on it. It's going to be $25 for that. So we're trying to make it as flexible as possible. The whole idea is it can fit anybody's budget. And I think when you look throughout the nation at all the climbing gyms, you're talking about $60 a month, $12 a visit. The YMCA is $51 a month, and you're definitely going to get a more all-around training day in here, as well as entertaining day. Playing the games that we do, and bouldering and figuring out problems, and it's more of a chess game. So you don't realize you're actually getting a workout, and it's quite a value. I mean, you're talking about $30 a month. That's relatively inexpensive.
Well, anything else you want to say?
No. We got good tunes, a comfortable padding to fall on, and definitely an aesthetic place. The whole point was to make a boulder field in town, and I think we succeeded. There's a lot of space, a lot of stretching room, a lot of air, and a lot of light. So it's not your regular, everyday, dingy climbing gym. It's actually feeling pretty spacious, and nobody's falling on each other. So,
is the Y the only other place with climbing right now in the area?
no, actually, TAG, the Tennessee, what is it? Academy of Gymnastics is what it is. Tennessee Academy of Gymnastics. They have a climbing wall on their second floor, which is also open to the public. And the only thing with that facility is that it's set up an environment where you have gymnastics going on in the background, which could be quite distracting. It's not exactly very conducive to training or climbing in general. So that is the only place that is offering. YMCA doesn't offer climbing. It does offer other training apparatuses, which we cater as well. But I think this is just more of an appealing place to go train. You can have your own space and not feel like you're in anybody's way. So I think it's a little bit more attractive.